Howdy, y'all. uh, Gotta laugh for crying. Howdy, y'all. Alan here, where I take the side of the Apaches. Yep, indeed. I got some books to show. I know I've been talking around June on the Range, but this is my official June on the Range TBR and other things. Like my t-shirt that's falling apart. Got some nipple action going. No, I'll try to keep everything PG-13 tonight. No smoking or drinking or anything like we were wont to do on the range. But yeah, Michael K. Vaughn's idea, second annual, I think, right? And great idea. I'll be talking about some BookTube friends during this, so link below to their channels. Let me show you this map of Arizona territory, the 1880s. There's Phoenix, Arizona, kind of up here on the top. That's on the top of Arizona. Winslow would be the top. But this is like where the action happened, right? We have down below Tucson area, Nogales, Arizona, Nogales, Mexico. You see Douglas there. Bisbee's an old copper mining town. There's prisons around there, like Yuma, Arizona is around there. So just an excellent map. Fort McDowell is still there in Phoenix, Indian Reservation, and we used to go fishing on there. And you know, I had a good time in Arizona. It's my alma mater, Sun Devils. I didn't let college interfere with my education. So we've been planning this as a buddy read, Allie and I, for since last year. So, you know, what a better time to do it, finally getting to it. 11 stories. And I'm way ahead of and also Market Book Time with Elvis is joining us on Ollie's Discord. And I think some others too. Thoroughly enjoying it. I have the Audible as well, so I'm listening to them and I'm reading them twice at least, all of them. Henry Rollins, who I've been a fan of for decades. Not necessarily his music. I came to Black Flag like later. I'm not a big punk fan, except for Blondie and Clash, and if you want to like that. But God, I lost my train of thought. That hasn't happened in a while. Maybe I need some more coffee. I totally lost my train of thought. And I don't have my editing software anymore. Oh, Henry Rollins. Yeah, he narrates a couple, 2, 3 of these stories. He does 310 to Yuma. So I got a story about Yuma, Arizona, visiting the prison. And then I got a Larry McMurtry story, don't let me forget. But the prison story, they want to move people around in the joint, in Arizona at least. I've been down 4 times. I'll tell you my Cimarron, Tucson prison stories too. But they were moving me around. So one of the stops was Yuma. They have a prison there. They talk about that in some stories. And so they had us in cages on the outside, just fenced in, big, tall fences for like an hour or 2 or 3. They had water and all that. But then it was time for lunch, so we had to go to the chow hall. And while we were in there, the walls were not bleeding, but they were wet with water, like they were bleeding. So hot, that's how hot it is in Yuma, Arizona. So I've read quite a few of these stories, and it's only June 3rd. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will say I was surprised with the use of the N-word. I mean, it's in context, it's understandable and verisimilitude and all that. There's even a character who calls an Indian or an Apache scout a red N word. So, and it is violent too. These stories range from like 1954 through, I think there's one from like 94 too. But look at all these cool, Michael, like that. I'm sure you've seen all these. These are some of the magazine covers that Elmore Leonard was in. So, got that. Now, another group read. You all know MJ's Discord. Reread for me. Big hard book. Well, it's a big book. It's a page turner of a book. I love it. There's a character, I think his name's Tom. But unforgettable scenes. A lot of sex in this book. A lot of violence in this book, too. My Larry McMurtry story, I met him in Mesa, Arizona when he owned the Mesa bookstore. It was a big store, 3 stories or 2 stories in a basement. One of those like wooden floor libraries with the ladders that move. They had rare books too, but Larry McMurtry owned that back in the mid-90s. So that's where I met him. And it got me really thinking about Arizona because it's right across the street on Main Street in Mesa, Arizona, where they have the Southwest Shakespearean Company, which is a great company. Boy, I need to go back. I haven't been to Phoenix area in 6 years. And then I'd be remiss if I wouldn't mention another big book I'm buddy reading with he's becoming my Faulkner buddy reading partner, my friend Fee, over at Jeremy Fee. Good writer, horror enthusiast. And that's about it. I was getting like sentimental about Arizona and my alma mater, and getting kind of choked up. But I'm on a kind of a hangover from last night's live we did. MJ and Greg and another Bibliophile Reads and Bad as Rad was all there. But I hosted it, and I only have my phone. I don't even have Wi-Fi here in the Range. And so, it was all about PAX and PAX Panic. And I'm just not surrounded by art. I've got, my PAX artwork that just on the floor, and I can't watch her old videos or go back to them or anything, or even see a picture of her without just shaking my head and saying the F word. So I guess that's on the stages of grief. What are there, 8? And anger is number 2. So I got a ways to go on that. I don't do well with death. I never did. When I was a wee lad, I was in catechism, and we did a field trip to a funeral home, and they toured around, and I was all cool with that. And then we went in the basement to the embalming room, and I passed out. And the man who caught me, his name is Bob Schroeder, still my friend on Facebook, still alive, caught me. And it was a running joke the rest of my life. So, yeah, death is brutal reality, and it's hard to handle. And I mean, am I afraid of death? No. I'm certainly interested in it. If you guys know me, tarot card reader extraordinaire. There's a Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. I, don't shy away from magic and woo-woo. Don't make me smudge the area. Where's my smudge? Well, my smudge is in the other room, but let's leave it at that. If you're doing June on the Range, make a comment below. Or better yet, like, subscribe, and I'll get back with you. All right. Take care.